being successful in this business was all about being better than your competition and outworking them. And so I tried to do that. And I still think that's a pretty good recipe for success at anything, is working hard and trying to get better at what it is that you do. But as I've gotten older, I figured out that luck was a real big part of any success I've ever had. I was really lucky to, first of all, have been raised by James and Peggy Aldridge. They were really simple country people that taught me that the Lord loves a working man, you know. And I was lucky to have landed at Fame, and I worked there for about 17 years in one way or another. And let me just set the record straight. Any of you that have seen the documentary or movies or whatever and are not sure, Rick Hall was really tough to work for. But I'm very grateful for that, because Rick encouraged me to broaden my horizons. I went over there, I just wanted to be a guitar picker and write a few songs. And he said, you know what, you shouldn't limit yourself. You should become an engineer and learn how to produce demos and manage the studio and manage songwriters and publishing companies. And that advice has served me well, because the music business all sort of dovetails together. So I'm really grateful to Rick and all the Halls and what they've meant to my life. And there were men and women working there that were a great pleasure for me to work with. It was fun in those days. I don't hear so many people talking about that, how much fun it is. I don't know any other reason to do music, really. I mean, it's not dumb other than that. You know, if it's like a business plan to get rich, or you're drawn to the glamour or something, that's not really a good reason. You know, you should want to be in it because music's a fun thing. And Tommy Brassfield and Robert Byrne and Alan Schulman, all of whom are no longer with us anymore, were all there. They were very inspirational to me, really talented guys, and I always look forward to going to work and being there with them. And it was this really healthy competition, you know. Robert Byrne would come in, sit down, and play us a song he'd just written, and I would just want to tie my guitar on the back of my 74 Duster and drag it back to my basement apartment, you know. Just walk out of there saying, man, I suck. But then, you know, you think about it a little bit, and you say, well, I'm gonna work hard, and maybe one of these days I'll be able to write a song that good. And I'm grateful to those guys for that. I'm probably most grateful for this woman that I couldn't get to come on stage with me tonight, my wife, Stephanie. She's been my best friend, my confidant, my partner. And the last couple of years, I've had some really serious health challenges, and she's been my advocate, you know, with doctors and nurses and paramedics and hospitals and insurance companies. And if it weren't for all the times that we've been able to laugh, I don't know if I'd really wanted to. I'm not being overly dramatic. I wouldn't be standing here to get this award if it weren't for her. So. You guys keep clapping, I might get some more luck later on tonight here. Come on, baby, let's go back to the room. I'm going for that Lifetime Achievement Award tonight. Anyway, look, the last thing I want to say is this. I'm going to pay for those remarks. Last thing I want to say is this. We live in Lebanon, Tennessee, which is, for all intents and purposes, Nashville. You know, Nashville's this big sinkhole that has opened up in the middle of the state of Tennessee and is trying to swallow the rest of the state, and is doing a pretty good job of it, actually. And I like Lebanon just fine, but I don't now, and I really never have considered myself a Nashville songwriter. Some of the greatest songwriters, musicians, artists, and music creators I've ever had the pleasure to work with were in Nashville. But this is where I grew up, and not just physically, but musically. And so it's almost like this is my extended family, and I'm getting an award from my family, and that's what really feels cool about it, is that it's sort of a pat on the back, you know, from your family saying, good job. And I just hope I represent the family well, you know? And above all, I somebody here tonight that gets just half as lucky as I've been in my life. Thank you all so much.